Hey, we are here playing Need for Speed Shift. I'm Ryan, and I'm joined by Drew.
That's right.
Exciting. This is our first quick look together, Drew.
Yeah.
We're going to jump into the career mode here.
I guess I'm the de facto racing game dude.
Yeah, you're the guy that knows a thing or two about racing games. I wouldn't have Brad on here. It's worthless.
Yeah.
But,
Hey, South, NASCAR. Is he a NASCAR fan?
No, not at all.
Huh.
He's not a fan of man. Like, don't let the deep voice fool you. He doesn't like manly things at all. So we're kind of just looking at the career mode here. I've gotten into it a little bit. I've run a few races, and basically the idea is you're running races to collect stars. I still need to collect, I guess, 20 stars.
So it's like
to
Mario.
Get into this. You know what? A little bit. Like, this is supposed to be.
Can you find Yoshi?
You can at the end. You have to go to the top of the castle, though, and then you can also unlock or Luigi.
Oh,
and
great.
He jumps different.
Weird.
Yeah. Which is weird, because there's no jumping in this game.
Does your car float if you hold the jump button?
No, that's only if you unlock Princess.
Ah.
So
stars.
This is supposed to be Need for Speed's kind of stab at doing a little more of a serious sim-style game.
Mm-hmm.
And, it doesn't have any of the storyline and kind of nonsense. By the way, I'd just like to point out here, we're playing the 360 version right now, and this is installed on the hard drive, and that is still how long those load times
That's
take.
quite a load time.
Indeed. I'm driving
Still
my
getting some
BMW here,
too.
so plenty of licensed cars in the game. They definitely like to tout their cockpit view. I hate playing from the cockpit.
Really?
I'm definitely a behind-the-car kind of guy.
Yeah, I usually like the cockpit, but some games just doesn't work.
We'll do it from here just so you can see.
Okay.
I can,
All right.
turn with my right stick and all that. But
Now, I remember shooting an interview for this, and they were really, really high on the fact that when you slow down, your head goes forward, and when you, hit a wall, you get jostled around. Do you find that, have you played in this much? Do you find that distracting?
No, I played this for about 10 seconds.
Okay.
I always find cockpit view really distracting. I know that a lot of race fans out there find that it's the only way to play, but I like being able to see, all of my car's body, because I
Gotcha.
I can barely sense where my car is when I drive a real car on the road. I'm not a bad driver necessarily, but I find it very hard to get a sense for the space that your car takes up in a racing game, which is why I find myself very dependent on seeing my whole car in the race. So this is definitely my preferred mode. I don't know. The cockpit view seems good. You can turn your head with the right stick and what have you. I don't know about any of that, head leaning forward, pitching nonsense.
Yeah.
But I also don't really care, so...
So I see you've got the line on here. Do you have any other assists, like braking assists on?
I do have some other assists. So when you first start the game, they put you through kind of a test lap on this one course before you really get into the career. And based on how you perform on that, it will turn on or turn off different variables. There's stuff like the difficulty of the AI, whether vehicle damage is just superficial or if it has an actual impact on the racing. As you can tell from the way I'm driving right now, that I've pretty much got all of the assists cranked up. No, there are a few other assists that I could have turned on that I don't currently, but I'm definitely playing this on the easier side of things. And I appreciate that, frankly. That definitely seems to be the trend with these racing games, is even if you are a sim-style game like a Forza or a Gran Turismo, they're going through a lot of trouble to try and make these games accessible to people that aren't hardcore racing game fans. So I got a bunch of stars there. I got 5 stars there. Now, I also get these points that kind of go towards my overall
all kinds
experience here. And they divvy up into either aggression or precision based on how I drive, whether I'm bumping into a lot of dudes, I'm drafting, I'm making clean overtakes, things like that.
Taking good lines on turns.
Exactly, yeah. If I'm doing proper speed on turns, and I earn badges based on that stuff, but I'm not 100% sure what impact that all has. Let's go look at some of my badges, see what I've got going so far. Corner Master, Clean Race. I don't have any of that stuff. Let's see here. I've got 1 of 10 clean overtakes.
So what happens when you get 10?
I don't know. Drafting. Oh, here we go. Iron Man placed on the podium in consecutive races. 3 out of 10. Bam. Got that. All right, let's continue on to another race.
Onward.
There's also, as you saw, I was earning money from those races, so then I'm buying new cars,
Okay.
buying upgrades for cars, and you'll find that there are different cars that they have different upgrade paths. Like some cars you can't add nitro to, or some cars.
It's like a skill tree.
Not exactly. Although you saw like the aggression precision stuff.
Right.
That stuff ends up kind of informing what cars unlock ahead of you. Like the game tries to, at least this is my understanding, is the game tries to kind of customize the path ahead of you based on how you're driving, so that you don't end up with cars that you just don't know how to drive.
Gotcha.
It's like, all right, I'm a very aggressive, physical driver. If I end up with some delicate Lamborghini or something, like I'm not going to know what to do with it. I'm
Right.
going to end up stuck. So they try and give you stuff that's maybe a little more durable. Or if you are a precise driver, they'll give you something that can cut through the lines a lot more quickly and maybe is a little more fragile. So I'm kind of just going through some of the race stuff here. There, as you progress and as you get more, you unlock more stars, you'll get different challenges and different races that you can participate in. Let's skip past this part. We're just going to go.
I like the head-up display here. I mean, a lot of racing games can get kind of overblown with like so much stuff.
Really minimized here. Like I feel like you are getting a lot of stuff here in the cockpit and stuff that could be pretty useful that you don't necessarily get otherwise. Oh, that guy. Pretty good crashes in this game.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything here just yet, but I've run a couple of races where some cars have gotten pretty messed up.
Really?
Yeah. Like some good car damage here. I might, after this race, I might switch on some of that stuff so you can see how the damage ends up affecting things. See, I think here I have some amount of auto braking turned on. I'm not entirely sure. It's got the dynamic speed lines, which I don't know. At this point, you kind of just expect from a racing game like this. Like
they're pretty common.
Forza 2 brought the dynamic speed line in, and everyone said, "Oh, guess what? That's a really good idea." And as I understand, yes, I'm jamming on the accelerator there, and it definitely slowed down for me. So, which is good because. Talking and playing a racing game at the same time.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
the
not
easiest
easy
thing to do, as I'm sure you know, Drew.
Yeah. This game looks good.
It does. We're here in London right now, and I don't believe that this is maintaining a solid 60 as far as frame rate goes.
Mm-hmm.
But damn if it doesn't look nice. Nice little bits of motion blur around the corners.
Yep.
Some good particle effects and fog effects on like the smoke whenever you see a wreck or something like that. Good motion blurs kind of around the edges of the screen.
Yeah.
That's always a nice effect. Although I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like I'm just playing Project Gotham 3 to a certain extent. But maybe that's just coming from the fact that I'm playing this London track. I don't know. That's kind of where I associate all of my like controlled
European
street race stuff. Like maybe it's just me, but all of my initial experience with that stuff was with the Project Gotham.
Sure.
Games. Oh,
multiplayer?
Yes.
Online?
Sure.
Okay.
Probably. I know this showed up today. I should preface this with so.
Gotcha.
I've spent a good, call it a half hour with this game before we started recording this.
Yeah.
So, sadly, I don't have a huge amount of details about the game itself, but, drink it in. This is Need for Speed Shift, y'all. A definite break from what the Need for Speed games have been for a long, long time. And really, the Need for Speed games have never tried to court the same audience as, like, a Gran Turismo or a Forza, which definitely seems to be their target with this game. Let's see if I can draft behind this guy. See if I can get something going here. You know what? I'll do it from here So.
Do you think they've been successful at making a sort of simmier game appealing to that Need for Speed audience, or maybe too early to tell?
Maybe, yeah. I have gotten deep enough into it, but I think the way that they structure kind of the single player game is interesting, and I like the kind of precision versus aggression and how that kind of tilts the scales back and forth over the course of the career.
Yeah.
Here we go, 5 stars, bam.
Nice.
You got $4,000 for that. Let's see here, I get some more points. All right, so which side do I tilt towards more? See, I'm a little more precise.
A little less banging into stuff.
Yeah, but I think I'm still branded as aggressive based on my overall career performance thus far.
Hence the hammers.
Hence the big spiked hammers. Yes. Let's see if we can do a different type of race.
Are we still using the floppy disk icon as the saving icon?
That's true. Good call.
Wow.
True.
I mean, it's going to get to a point. I'm not sure my little brother, he knows what that is, but like anyone younger than him, what is that? What does that mean? I guess it's now the saving icon.
That's a fantastic point, sir. Let's see here. We've got Hayesview Oval, Ehrenberg. I wonder if I can buy you a car. Let's go look at my car. Let's go look at upgrades here. Check out some of this stuff. I haven't looked at any of this stuff yet.
Get a spoiler.
Aerodynamics, race parts, spoiler. All right.
Oh, wow.
Let's see here. Is there any way that I can just go look at it? Or do I have to just watch this background shot here? I don't really want body kit. Weight reduction. I guess weight reduction wouldn't be bad. Sure, why not? What the hell? Oh,
I like that it updates in real time. That's cool.
Let's go ahead and look at our Tier 1 stuff. Drivetrains. Yeah, you know what? Wait, let's do this. Let's just pimp out this car. No.
Nice.
All right. Stage 1 unlocked.
It's pretty quick you got through stage 1. You've been playing this for like half an hour? And you already bought all that stuff?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Bought some stuff. Usually look at tune. Oh, no. I tried going into tuning. Tuning. Sure.
You know, I'll say this. A lot of simmy games aren't as stylish as this game is.
And that, you know, that's definitely a Need for Speed trademark for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I saw both this. I saw a ton of racing games at E3, and I saw this and Forza 3 pretty much back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And Forza 3 was definitely, they were touting their like 60 frames per second lock, and it was a very smooth looking game. But I definitely got a better sense of style from Need for Speed Shift than I did from Forza, at least on a cursory kind of glance. Yeah, you know what? What do we want to do here? We can do an invitational event, or we can do one of these manufacturer competitions, or we can do a time attack. But we need 30 stars to unlock Tier 2. I don't think we're going to get this in this quick look. So one more thing. What do you think, Drew? Invitational? You know what?
Yeah.
Invitational. We're going.
Okay, Lotus is providing the Elise for all drivers.
Oh, and then we get to drive a Lotus Elise.
Oh, cool.
Fantastic. That sounds... Sign me up. Great. That's better than my crummy little Beamer I was dragging around the track before.
So this is aimed at sort of getting people who aren't really into Sims into Sims. Is there any like tutorial stuff?
There is.
Teach you how to drive?
I mean, it's very basic, and it seems like... I believe that over the course of the game, it'll perhaps try and ratchet things up for you, but... Like at the start, it's like, okay, let's figure out what your skill level is based on your test lap,
Right.
and then we'll kind of adjust the game according to that. And then I think over time, you can choose to upgrade or, you know, ratchet up certain aspects of the gameplay as you see fit. I always thought the Lotus Elise was an ugly-ass car, though. The heat wash.
Yeah, that's cool. Isn't the Tesla built on a Lotus?
It's built on a Lotus chassis, I believe, yeah.
Wonder if
We're all
that's an
driving
EV.
Lotuses.
Yeah,
All right, sure.
It's a Lotus party.
Yep. Get on my way. Really close to you, Yellow. Aha! I got something good for there.
Yeah, flying.
I'm getting some kind of 480. Can't tell on the white sky there, but yeah, I've got some auto braking turned on there.
Yeah.
Did not brake early enough. The game made up for it.
All right, so you've taken some turns. Do you feel a lot of difference from the BMW?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
BMW was very slippery, and I hadn't even kind of explored the drifting upgrade path on that car. But that was a car, like, you know, as I was saying earlier, there's some cars that you can apply the nitrous to, or you can apply drifting to, or there's other aspects that you can upgrade certain cars with, but there are other cars that you can't do that with. And I imagine that the Lotus Elise is probably not a big drifting car. That's just me. No, tell me to slow down. Well, I'm not doing it, but you're doing it for me. So yeah, you know, at least at first blush, if you're the kind of person who is intrigued by a sim-style racing game but doesn't necessarily have the skill set for it,
Or the patience.
or the patience, Need for Speed Shift
Yeah.
seems willing to help you out with that. But I also feel like that's kind of a thing with all of these games right now. Again, like, everyone is trying to make their hardcore racing sims something that will still appeal to the hardcore racing sim fan, but also has something in it for the more casual race fan. Because sometimes you just like to drive fast in a car, you know?
Yeah.
You don't need it to be a highly technical event.
I think that's
But,
what's taken Gran Turismo 5 so long.
Dude, I don't even know what's taking Gran Turismo. I don't understand Gran Turismo. Oh, I'm on the grass. Oh no!
Oh, black and white.
Like a white.
What was that?
Oh, but I'm back in it. I think
Did you have to go hide behind some cover to get your health back?
That's right. I have noticed that when I'm sure that if I was playing on a similar difficulty level, that there have been some crashes that I've had where it's gone full blur. In fact, let's see what happens.
Oh.
Like that. So it does
Wow.
that. But I'm sure that if I had a more simulated damage going on, that would probably just be the end of the race for me.
Yeah. Can you look back and see if you damaged your car?
Let's see if I can
Photo
change
mode?
any options here. Gameplay, driving, steering assist off, braking assist off, analog brakes off, traction control off, stability control off, gears. You know, we'll keep that there. Oh, we can't change that, but let's see how different the handling is now. Oh, that's how much
Oh,
squirrelier
wow.
ride.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. There you go, folks. There's a look at what the difference is between the automated controls, oh, God, and the manual controls in Need for Speed Shift. Boy, that's a world of difference there, folks. I am no professional race driver. But there you go, Need for Speed Shift.
All
It's
right.
coming out next week, 15th. It'll be available in stores. Playing the 360 version.
Ouch.
Oh, man, messed up my Elise. No good.
It's not mine.